Welcome to Comprehensive English Notes. In this video, I am providing solution to question number 5 of TU Model Question 2022 prepared for BBS second year Business Communication. Question number 5. Kerry Snyder views that graceful conduct is often missing in human behavior in his essay The Etiquette of Freedom. Identify what module can a manager learn from the essay. Snyder opines that human behavior lacks graceful conduct towards non humans. The humans think they are superior to animals and treat them rudely. They are taught from schools that they are animals, but they are not ready to accept that. They think that they are different from the animals because they have invented language and social orders which they think are not found in animals. However, Snyder tells us in The Etiquette of Freedom that the humans should not forget that they have common biological traits with animals, particularly with the mammals. Snyder says that the human body reactions are universal with all mammals. It is self regulating and does not need any conscious intellect to conduct its basic functions. The unconscious part of human brain stores the animalistic instincts which are wild. Actually, the concept of human body is in the human brain itself. Therefore, we humans are not separate from nature and the wild. And the lessons we learn from the wild is the etiquette of freedom. I think a manager of an organization can learn an important lesson from this essay. He or she is not separate from the ecology of an organization and not superior than the other colleagues in the office. Her or his existence is also interdependent with other co-workers in the office. Therefore, she or he has the responsibility to respect everyone in the organization. She or he just cannot think of himself or herself as the most important one in the office just because she or he is at the top rank or she or he has some skills which are not found in other co-workers. This question has also or question alternative. The story The Use of Force is written in a first person narrative and does not use any quotation marks, making the dialogues inseparable from narrator's own words. The doctor uses force against Matilda instead of persuading her. Likewise, the patient's parents too fail to persuade the girl. So, one among many interpretations of the story is that it is about the consequences of the failure of the using effective language to persuade the receiver. Explain. This question is for 10 marks. The story, The Use of Force, shows the consequences of the failure of using effective language to persuade the receiver. Here, Matilda, the sick child, is the receiver, and her parents and the doctor, the speaker, are the communicators. The story presents a conflict between the two stakeholders of the communication process, the source or sender and the receiver. The receiver is forced to understand the meaning as per the intention of the senders. The doctor is called by the mother of the sick child, Matilda. She has been suffering from diphtheria for 3 days. She has shown the symptoms like rapid breathing, high fever, throat pain, and flushed face. When the doctor reaches the house of his patient, he finds her waiting for him in the kitchen. She, along with her parents, seems very nervous. She stares at him with blank expression in her eyes. The caring parents of the child don't know about her actual problem. As the source of the message, they show their incompetence by not knowing the background of the receiver, their daughter. They have already tried other home medicines, but none of them did any good to the illness. The doctor is, on the other hand, well aware about a number of cases of diphtheria in the school where the child studies. At first, the doctor tries to persuade the child to open her mouth so that he can check her throat. but the child knocks his glasses down to the ground. The child is quite unwilling to allow the doctor to check her throat. Both the parents of the child want to treat her, but they are afraid of forcing her to show her throat. Here, as a source of the message, the doctor has failed to understand the context. That is the unnecessary sympathy of the child's parents towards her, and the noise, their picturization of him as a nice man who wouldn't hurt her. The doctor first tries to coax the child to open her mouth and show him her tonsils. When she rejects, he finally gets the wooden spatula into her mouth forcefully. As she breaks it into many pieces with her teeth, the doctor takes a spoon and thrusts it into the child's mouth. Though the child shrieks hysterically and uses all her might to avoid the doctor, she has to accept defeat at last. The doctor finally finds her both tonsils covered with membrane. On her defeat, the child is furious, so she gets off her father's lap and tries to attack the doctor for the last time. Both the doctor and the child's parents use force on her because they fail to persuade her. Persuasion is one of the purposes of business communication, which is not fulfilled unless the audience is convinced. To gain credibility in the eyes of the audience takes a long time. Moreover, the communicator must show that his idea benefits the audience. In this case, the doctor is a stranger to the girl and she cannot trust him. Moreover, the parents are also unable to establish their credibility with her. Thank you everybody for watching this video.